What's up everyone? I thought this week I'd probably try and do a video before I actually start the car, actually start working on it, instead of coming to you at the end and just describing it. So I had this Monaro dropped off yesterday afternoon, getting it ready for a wedding this weekend. It's done in acrylic paint. It's a bit of history to the car, the owner. It's one of those stories where, you know, he's had the car since he was 18, so hopefully when I get him back in, he will be willing to jump on the camera as well. Maybe he can take us through this car instead of me. But what I thought, I did I always like to try and jump on and do sort of like a test area. This is acrylic paint, so it's, you know, you're not dealing with that every day, so you don't need to do anything, I think, different, but you just need to sort of work out what's going to be the best combo going forward. But the owner did mention that it had some sort of sink back, or there was some discoloration in certain areas of the car, so I thought I'd probably show you, see if we can capture that on camera, because we've sort of done the left hand side or right hand side of it, and haven't done the other side. So I'm just going to have to turn this around, and so you can sort of see, if you just follow those lights, when we get to this sort of center area here, you can sort of, can't quite pick it up, maybe on the top bit there. Just kind of angle. See if that works. So you can just see, it doesn't look as bad in the camera from what I can see than it does. This area seems the worst here. And then if you just come across, you can sort of see where we've how to play with it and try to get it looking, and that looks like it's the worst bit of the car, to be honest. So you can sort of see what we're doing there when we're talking about you know, some cars are painted newly, and then some cars obviously been painted a long time ago, and their imperfections are all still the same. So whether it be, this actually looks like it's been masked off and sort of overspray, or something's got into that center section. That's what it sort of, for me, I'm not a painter, so I don't know, just from what I've seen in the past, that's what it sort of looks like. Feel free to jump in and tell me otherwise. But yeah, we'll try and show you as we go along. I mean, that looks like the worst bit of this car anyway that we need to fix. But if anything pops up along the way, I'll chuck the camera back up and show you what we're actually doing, and then we'll show you the final result. So, you know, stay tuned to the end. Hopefully we can tell you a bit more about the car, show you all around the car. We'll start it up. It's got a really nice engine bay. This car's done drag racing, car shows. Now it's just street duty. So yeah, I think it's a pretty, you know, I mean, it's just Monaro. It's Monaro, so it is going to be a nice car. It's got the nice center lines on it, old school. So there'll be more to stick around and listen to for this episode. Thanks, guys. I just thought I'd chuck it quickly back on, because I've just done a little patch on this side, so maybe it's easier to see. So sort of see here, and then we get, and that's still got to go over it again, but you get the idea of this sort of stuff we're trying to fix there. Yeah, so I've finished the bonnet. I've just done half the roof, but what I wanted to show you is probably one of the more, I guess, difficult areas. Well, not difficult, but you know, an area that's high traffic is the top of the guards here. So as you can see here, you know what I mean, this is always, you probably hear me talk when we do the XWs, XYs, this is they normally rest the tools on top of here, but yeah, you can sort of see, you know, where we've done it and what it looked like before there. I don't know if it shows up in the video as good as it is in real life, but yeah, that's just one of those problematic areas when you're detailing these sort of cars. Anyone that's done the old muscle cars, you know, over the years, especially if your car's been doing drag racing or just, you know, mechanic shops hang their, you know, their magnets over it and stuff like that. So yeah, just sort of show you that one as we go along with this one, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be a couple more along the way. So keep watching. Right, I don't know how good this is going to come out, but I'm just going to quickly try and show you on this door here. If you can see, this area here is, obviously I haven't done it yet. I'm not sure if you can see the, now this light's going to decide to, okay, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's a bit. So you can see that what we're trying to fix there, right? And then if we can go across here where I've done it, as you can see to the left or the right of the actual light, there's sort of like a little stream following it. You can sort of just see it there, and that's what we sort of consider haze, or you know, it needs to be sort of finished down. You can, on the top half, you sort of don't see it. So this is, I'm just trying to see if maybe I can put an arrow in there on the production. But yeah, the lights decided to go flat while I'm trying to do it. But anyway, if you're trying to see that first area there is not done, next to it, you know, that's sort of half done, and then the side at the top's done. You just, that sort of haziness that comes off the light, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to see it outside, you're not going to see it inside, you're not going to probably see it at all. But when we say we're trying to fine tune, or you know, go to that little bit extra, that's what we're trying to take out, because in, you know, in certain circumstances, when the car's out at night, or if it's dark and you shine a light and you got that sort of, you know, that little sort of light just coming off the actual, you know, the center of that light itself, that is very small micro marring in the paint, so it's very, very tiny scratches caused by the actual, you know, polisher itself trying to get the bigger scratches out. So I always try to educate my customers when we want to try and balance, you know, detail, and try to explain to them, you know, we're trying to find, say if you just want like a nice single stage machine polish, there's a balance of where compound and pad is you're just doing it once, and then then if you're pushing it too hard, where you need to go over it again, and obviously that's where what people call a second stage or a refining stage comes into it. So lighter cars like this car and probably the white HK we did, you're not going to notice it as much, but when you start getting to darker colours, that's when you need to sort of speak to the customer in regards to how far do you want to go, if you know, in terms of your budget, time, because everything's over and above. We can do a single stage machine polish and maybe not get as much of a correction, but you're going to get some gloss and some enhancement, or we can go a little bit further and it turns into, say, a 2-stage or a refining stage. So yeah, just thought hopefully this translate onto camera, and you guys can see it too. Hey guys, just starting to wrap up now the Monaro. Just thought I would I think you know, with time constraints and that today with the wedding and stuff and picking up the car, we might not get to speak to the owner. So I thought I would we'll go through a bit more detail in here. I'll just probably show you the interior. Standard Monaro interior. Obviously a bit of drag racing happening in this car, so you got your shift light, trans brake, but everything's still really all nice and tidy. Got the extinguishers in back there. I'll pop the bonnet so we can have a look underneath that. I've got the windows down because these always look better when you've got, you know, when you can see through. The windows down. Just gave it a coat of wax. I'm not sure if this Monaro badge is, I'm not sure if that's I'll have to ask when he gets here, but that looks like more of a late model one, but yeah, I could be wrong. It's a Holden. I don't know much about them, but engine bay. We've polished up, you know, tried to bring up the radiator, the covers, even, you know, just little stuff like this. I like to do a little bit extra there, just tidies up the front end of that bay. Got your breather set up. It's really tidy, just nice and tidy. So you see, obviously this is a HG Monaro. This is a HG Monaro. We're doing the HK. That video is going all over the place with that HK at the moment because I brushed it the other day, but in fact we're doing a shoot on it tonight for Street Machine, hopefully. So I'm going to try and repeat that, so I don't know what's going to come first, this one or that one, but obviously when you look at this engine bay, it's the same engine bay as the HK, but now you can, you know, so go back and forth between this bay and that bay, and you can see the significant difference. So I'll just point, like, you know, just stuff like the holes and all that sort of gets sort of cleaned up. You know, there's no, you know, booster in that in the other one. So it's a good, you know, it's a good comparison when you're looking at this car. Even though it's a HG and the other one's a HK, bays are the same. So you can see some significant changes there. So yeah, I will crank her up and take it for the final walk around. And if I've still got, you know, still half a day left here before, if we get some time and we get a chance to speak to them, we'll throw that at the end as well. So just hang in there and you'll hear it. It sounds quite nice, being a bit of a tough combo. Sounds pretty good, and it looks really good now that it's all polished up and waxed. So yeah, just keep watching and hang around, and we'll see you towards the end. So there you have it, guys. Looks really nice out in the sun. Always do these sort of colours. It's kind of a glary sunlight out there, so it really looks really nice out in the sun today. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Just take you for a quick walk around while we're just going to set up for a couple of photos. But yeah, looks really good out in the sun. Always looks good under the lights too, but always like to get them out in the sun, you know what I mean? Sort of seem they shine a bit different, colour changes a bit. It's a really nice car, a nice Monaro, nice street car. Sounds tough, looks good. It's all nice and polished up and ready for the weekend weddings duties. So there's another one for you guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, and just if you stay tuned, because it just seems to be, I'm struggling to keep up, to be honest, because we always seem to have something like this in every week, if not a couple. So I'm doing my best to show you guys what we do. It's more about the cars, not about what I do, but we will go into a bit more of that as well when time permits. So yeah, so always check back, and obviously if you hit the subscribe button, you won't miss out. And if you think other people are interested in this, feel free to share it as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.